Hello everybody!
Welcome back to our channel.
And welcome back to another video. Are you alright?
Do that again.
Are you alright?
Do that again.
Hello everybody! Oh Jesus Christ. Hello everybody!
Welcome back to our channel.
And welcome back to another video.
I'm excited for today's video because...
Me too.
How many sex talks do you think we've actually done?
We've only done one.
Have we? I thought this was like the third.
No, we've only done one.
No, I'm sure we've done 3 because... Right, I'm going to check on my phone because I actually swear this is the third one.
I thought it was only the second. I've got jammy bottoms on.
You've got jammy bottoms on?
Yeah, just so everyone's aware. Oh, and I've also got slippers on.
That are manky, right?
Oh yeah.
No. Give me that slipper. This is the definition, right? Have you seen that picture on? I think it's on Facebook where there's a man's boxers and they literally look like shredded to ribbons, and it's like your man's boxers before Christmas Day. These slippers. I thought you bought some new ones from Tesco.
I did. Where are they?
Where are they? These, right? Look at this.
Are you gonna drip loads of things in your hot chocolate? It's just got holes in.
Oh, they are manky.
They're just well worn.
No, they would be straight in the bin if they were. I wouldn't even put them on my feet.
They're cosy.
They're literally £4 for a pair of slipper socks.
Well, I need some. I don't like spending money.
You don't. Do you know what's funny as well? Slipper socks are the most ugliest like foot thing ever. Like
think?
they look like a foot pack.
No way.
They're really ugly, but they're the most comfiest.
I love them.
I love a slipper sock. Like
My favourite.
sometimes a slipper's just too much, and I get paranoid that I'm gonna slip down the stairs in the slipper. Do you ever get like that? Like, you know, like an actual slipper.
No, because these are gripped.
No, I'm saying an actual slipper.
Oh,
like
right.
a shoe slipper.
Like one of them slidey ones.
Yeah.
Right.
I always get paranoid that like you'll get the edge of the stair and like whoop.
Especially on them stairs.
Yeah, I know. Right, Nathan and Danielle, sex talk. We've done 2.
Oh.
We've done 2, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, and you
Oh
were
wait,
done...
have I got that jumper on? Huh. I've got the
That's
same
so
jumper on.
funny.
I've got the same jumper on as part 1.
That's mad, that, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Nin, no one can ever call Nin fake because he won't do anything he doesn't want to do.
I won't do anything.
If he doesn't want to have a hot chocolate for the aesthetic, he won't have a hot chocolate. But do you know what, guys? I actually love a hot chocolate. So why does it? It's obsessed with your face today. The camera.
Because I'm gorgeous.
Yeah, look at my gunk mug. This is from the range. It's beautiful. Yeah, I've got hot choc. It does have sprinkles and cream on, but they've started to melt. And we've got a flake each.
Whoa, smashed to ribbons.
It's not smashed to ribbons.
I'll eat one of these though.
Do you know what? A flake, I would never choose to... Oh, do you know what? I would never choose to eat a flake. Would you?
No.
Like, it would never be like a go-to snack, but I bought them. Because where did we go where they put a flake in the hot chocolate? They had a flake in the hot chocolate and I was like, that's so cute. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get them. But when I put it in, it just like sinks all the way in. I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, in Costa they put a flake in, but they put the flake at the bottom.
But when you get one at like, when the one I had, the flake was like sticking out of the cream, but I tried that and it just fell all the way in.
When?
When did I try it? When I bought the flakes? When I told you to buy the flakes?
No, where did you have one that
this
had a
is what
flake
I'm
in
saying,
it?
it's not coming to me. I don't know where it was. See, flakes are just messy. I'm much more of a ripple kind of person.
No, hang on.
I think I might
They're
just...
messy.
Do you know what? I might just stick it in like this.
No, hang on. They're messy. Yeah, I've spilt nothing on me.
Oh, good.
Right, this intro will be 6 minutes.
Sorry, right, okay.
Okay, so first question we're going to start with. Are you confident during sex? / how do you become confident? So, confident during sex, I would say we are a lot more than we used to be.
Yeah.
I think because once you get to know what your partner likes and how to like initiate things, that's how confidence comes to you.
See, I think it's funny because when you thought of this question different to how I would think of it, you've thought of it in like an us sense, whereas I've thought of it in like a me sense, like am I confident in myself during, but you've more thought of it as like,
as a whole,
are we confident together in what we're doing?
Yeah, that, and as well as like you're confident in, so I know what you like, so that makes me confident because I know what I'm doing.
I know you're doing it right. I don't think I could be any more confident than I am now. Like, I'm not sure there could be anything else where I'm like,
oh, I could do
that makes me a bit like, oh.
Yeah. I think the confidence comes from the comfortableness
with each other.
What's the word? Comfortability. No.
How comfortable you are.
What's the word for like comfortability? No, it's not comfortability, is it? What is that word? I'm sure there's a word for it.
That's not a word.
Where you are comfortable with each other. That's
what,
when
like outside of sex? Like in the everyday relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Depending on how comfortable you are with each other is how confident you can be in the bedroom.
Yeah, and how confident you are in yourself, in your body, in your... Because you think just because we're not like that, we definitely used to be, but we're not like that now. Like, some people are really paranoid about the body during sex. Like, they won't take the clothes off, the lights are always off. Like,
we used to be like that.
Yeah,
we used to wear our t-shirts. And
the first few times we definitely, like, we were young, we were...
babies.
I wasn't confident in myself, you weren't confident in yourself, so it was like... Do you know what I mean?
Still a match made in heaven.
So how do you become confident if you're not confident? How did you become confident?
By knowing what you like.
Right.
It was a lot of trial and error, I would say.
Yeah.
And that's what... It's not... like being confident during sex. I don't think there's a confidence to it. I just think it's a comfortable level.
Okay.
I don't think there's a confidence like bar that you have to be at.
No, because the more comfortable you are, the more you'll do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Rather than, because I think you can hold. I think it is a bit of confidence in the sense, like you're saying, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing, you're not confident in what you're doing. So
yeah, that's true.
You don't go to your full
potential.
Yeah,
that's true.
Which then can possibly make it a bit boring.
Yeah, true.
If you're both not at the full potential and you're not even doing stuff that each other likes.
How would you then... So I wouldn't know how to go about it with if you were like having sex with somebody that you don't know. You know, like one night stands and stuff.
See, I think that takes a big confidence level. If you're somebody who has one night stands, I think you're a confident person, otherwise I don't think you'd do it.
Like someone who has casual sex, let's put it that way, instead of one night stands, because that sounds a bit dirty, doesn't it?
One night stand.
Yeah, we'll put someone who has casual sex.
Yeah.
Not in a relationship.
Yeah, because if you have casual, you've done it with more people in a shorter space of time.
Yeah.
So I feel like...
And you've done it with that many different people that like different things and the way
you've got
you do
a lot
things.
of...
So
the same way with us, I feel like, because we've been together so long, we've tried that many different things. It would be the same as if you have had a lot of sex with different people in a short space of time. You know a lot of things to try, you know... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Next question.
See ya.
Would you rather me look like the elf or the Grinch?
And as this Ellie was like... I was like, are you excited for sex talk? And he was literally like, would you rather me dress up as elf or Grinch?
At Christmas time. What would you rather?
That's ruining my childhood. I can't answer that question.
Would you think it's okay, or do you want to read this one?
No, it's okay,
I'll read
you
this
do
one.
it, yeah.
Would you think it's okay to discuss body count on the first date? You can go past this one.
So how many people you've had sex with?
Yeah. Would that be a conversation starter?
So if we're on a first date, right, we've gone out... What have we gone out? We're on a picnic, or we're out for tea or something.
Right, is this first date, or is this
first
into
date.
the... Right.
Does it say first?
Just says, oh yeah,
on the first date, right.
Right, so the first date, the first initial meeting of
the
somebody.
First time we're meeting each other, first date
like,
we've gone
you've got
on.
to think, right, hang on, you've got to think about, is this a blind date? Have you not spoken before? Have you been set up by your friends, or have you been speaking prior?
Yeah, we've been speaking for a couple of weeks, a few weeks.
Right.
Now we're on our first date. We've gone for a picnic. Is that a cute first date?
Picnic, yeah.
Is that a bit?
No, yeah, cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do it in my scenario, right? I'll do it first and then you do it. Okay, so.
Right, go on then.
So how many people have you slept with? Is that what your reaction would
be? Would you just come straight out and say it like that?
Yeah.
Would you?
This is what it said.
So
talking about body counts, how else do you put it?
Yeah, but is that how you would put it?
Okay, so what's your own body count? See, you'd laugh the fucking same.
But that's the thing, I wouldn't ask it like that.
How would you ask it?
I
You
would
asked
say,
me
like,
then.
so how many like relationships you've had?
How many relationships
Right,
have
yeah.
I had? A few.
A few. See, that's all I would ask. I wouldn't ask somebody what their body count was.
So then you don't think it's okay?
No, I think it's okay if people want to ask it, but I personally wouldn't ask a body count.
And
on
would
the
you
first
answer
date.
though?
Would I answer?
Yeah. But how many relationships you had doesn't equal how many people you've had sex with. You could have been in 2 relationships and had sex with 25 people.
That's true.
So that's not going to give you any indication.
But like that's something that I wouldn't actively seek out to get that information.
Genuinely, what difference does it make how many people you've had sex with? I would never ask that on a first date, and I would never answer somebody's question to that either. Not because I think it's that deep. I think it would, because it's just like, it is a personal thing to ask somebody how many people they've slept with.
Yeah.
Like, one, do you really need to know?
Yeah. That's like a conversation you have with like friends
naturally,
on a night out, or like when you're drunk and
on a first date.
First date, it's a bit forward.
Like if
it
it comes up naturally further into dating or further into the relationship, like fine, like
yeah.
Obviously, then it's a curious
it's
thing.
It's gonna come up
you want
at
to
some
know.
point anyway.
Yeah.
I think about how many people they've slept with.
Yeah, I don't know whether some people genuinely aren't even bothered.
But some people it might make or break it. Some people might think like, oh, this is the first date, I want to know how many people you slept with, because some people it might turn them off.
See, I just disagree with that so much. I understand.
I'm not saying for me personally. I'm saying
no.
like for some people, they might look at it, and if they say less than 10, they might be like, all right, yeah, fine. Because or if they said like 100 people, you might be a bit like, oh.
I think everybody has like a certain number in their head. But you think like it depends when you've met. Like, are you meeting when you're 18, or are you meeting on your first date when you're 40? Like, you've had a lot of life to have a lot of sex with people, like. Or if you're younger, you might just really enjoy sex, like.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So absolutely, if somebody literally said to me on the first date, "How many people have you slept with?" I think I'd die. Yeah. I'd have to play it off as a joke. I'd be like.
Well, before, aren't you?
Yeah, bit soon.
But then it's like,
you'll find out.
So why?
But then
wouldn't
you're making it too deep.
Yeah.
I know.
Why wouldn't you answer it? Because you should be like. Thingy with yourself. What's that word? Not. What's
Do you know what? Why I
not proud of yourself. What was it? You shouldn't be
comfortable.
You shouldn't be ashamed about if you've slept with more people than what people think is normal.
Because it's normal for you, and even if it's not normal for you, well, it's happened. It's in the past.
Yeah.
Like
your number.
For whatever reason, like, whether you want it to happen or not. Yeah. Like
so
I don't know.
So why wouldn't you answer?
Why wouldn't I answer? Because I feel like how many people you've slept with is a personal thing, and if and when I want to tell you, I will tell you. You don't need to ask me. How many people I've slept with. When I want to tell you, when I want to pop it in a conversation, or when it's a suitable time, I'll tell you. But if you ask me, I feel like you've got a hidden thing behind it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to say? 1, and you'd be like, boring. Or do you want me to say 3, and you'd be like...
Is that what you thought?
What?
I was boring.
No, I'm saying in the scenario sense.
I didn't say it with another person, by the way. I'm saying I'd never slept with anyone, so Danielle obviously thought I was boring.
It was a very unusual situation, wasn't it? I was just shocked.
See, I've just told people.
But what is wrong
that I'd slept with nobody.
But there's nothing...
But then I feel like I would also answer if I'd slept with like 15 before.
Yeah. Because why
not?
Like,
for me, I don't think it's okay to ask, but I think it's okay to talk about.
To tell, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
If that makes sense.
If you want to tell somebody, otherwise it's not really... anybody's business.
Is it your business? Yeah,
it's your own.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the thing with these, I don't know whether we've answered them in previous sex talks.
It's been a while.
Forget, like.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And I'm sure you guys have forgot
even
as well.
Probably if we'd have answered the same questions that we've been
they
asked,
could be
would
different.
Probably be different. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, naked or sexy lingerie. This is a hard one, I think.
This is hard. It depends on what type of person
from male and
you
female
are.
Will have different perspectives.
It depends what type of person you are though as well. In regards to, does like all of that sexy lingerie like
turn you on
enough
to put the effort in?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I would prefer naked.
Yeah.
I always have done. Like obviously I love you in like sexy lingerie.
Yeah, I know you appreciate it, but it's like, what is the point? Like. Yeah.
Whereas some other people would be like, oh.
It really really does something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there has been times where you've wore it and I've been like that.
Yeah.
But overall, I would personally say naked.
The less the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, put this idea in your head of like, right, get the sexy lingerie out, like make it really something special.
Yeah.
And you put that much like thought into it, it takes away from the actual moment because you get like nervous to be like
it can
I put that much pressure on myself for this to look good.
It can put pressure on the there could be a thing like where she's dressed up in all the sexy lingerie, so there's like an expectation.
Yeah, it's
as
like
to like what's gonna happen
like,
next. And then it's like when it doesn't like happen, it's like, oh well this is not how I pictured it.
Yeah, whenever we've done sexy lingerie, it's been chilled. It's just been like I've either just got it on or we've been somewhere but we haven't made a massive deal of it. Like, do you know what I mean? Does it bother Nathan that you post bikini pics on Insta?
Nope. Not at all. I'm proud of your body and you're proud of your body, so that doesn't bother me. As long as you're comfortable doing it.
Exactly.
As long as you weren't doing it for a reason as to like all boys would be commenting on your picture and getting all the attention from other people.
That makes it different. Like,
then that'd be like,
yeah. See, I either post them because I like the outfit, like I like the fashion side of a bikini, or I just feel good. Like, I'm not doing it for it. That thought doesn't cross my mind for anybody else to be like, oh yeah. Like, but that makes me feel a bit sick.
Yeah, like that's when it's different if your partner's doing it for
if they're loving the
attention,
opposite sex attention from it.
Yeah, getting all the likes and getting all the twit woo and the little winky faces and stuff. It's like
I keep thinking my boyfriend will cheat on me because I don't want to have sex as much as he does. Any advice? So she thinks her boyfriend's gonna cheat because she doesn't want to have sex as much as he does.
Right. I would say this calls for a conversation.
Unless he is a dickhead about it, I personally think that's a you problem. Like, I feel like from a female point of view, you're probably thinking about it too much. Like,
too much, yeah.
If it was us and I didn't want to have it as much as you, but you were like, every time I was like, oh, I'm just not feeling it, you were like, okay, yeah, cool, like, fine by me. If it was like that, that would be a me problem, because then I'd go away thinking, oh my god, he's going to cheat on me because I don't want to do it, when you have given me no reason. I'm just being insecure about it.
Yeah.
However,
if he's making you feel bad about it, then he's a dickhead. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But how, like, little are we talking? Like, are we talking every single time you say no? I feel like possibly that could be a little bit frustrating if it's been weeks and there's no, like, if you don't have a if like you were like, I just kept saying no, 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 and you were like, well, what, like, why? Yeah. Like, yeah, you were supportive, but you were like, but why? Like, is there a reason? Like, do we need to
That's what I mean.
Work something out?
I think
like,
there's a conversation that you need to have in regards to what's the problem, what's the issues, is there anything you can try that might like get you more into it or reignite the flame. Yeah. It's, I don't know, it's just a lot about communication, especially when it comes to sexual activity. And I think the thing is as well, some people need a lot of beforehand where, like, he might not need any foreplay, might not need any, like, getting in the mood, like, he might be just like, I'm ready, and you're like, well, I'm not, so, like, I don't want to do it. Yeah, exactly.
Do you know
that
what I
might
mean?
Put you off, mightn't it?
Yeah.
If it's like he puts no, like, effort into it, or if the girl puts no effort into it.
Yeah.
It's like, because I think that's a common issue. I think,
massive
of, like,
issue.
In the bedroom where
one
it's like,
wanting to and one not.
Yeah, and like one wanting to, like, do other stuff beforehand before getting into the actual sex
it's all
part.
about a compromise though. If you like that and you're not on the same, what is it, like, level of beforehandness, technical term. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You need compromise. Like, if somebody needs all of it before and somebody needs nothing, just meet in the middle. Yeah. Simple as that.
Yeah. Just have a conversation.
It's not gonna turn you off by doing foreplay. No. Do you know what I mean? The male or the female or the two females, or what is it, a fly? Yeah. Yeah, whoever the partner is that is like, I can't be bothered with any foreplay. Were you looking at me like this? Am I being attacked? Yeah. Yeah, whoever the partner is that is not bothered about the foreplay and just is ready to get into it, it's not going to turn them off by doing helping you out and, like... Yeah.
If anything, it should be turning them on more because they know how much you're enjoying it.
You want, that.
And you're wanting it to, like, it lasts longer. Yeah, as well. Like, the whole, it stretches out more. And, oh, sorry. Have a conversation.
If you're all feeling about like, the conversation with
If you're feeling like that, then it's a red flag to discuss what your problems are. Sorry, camera cut out. And if there's anything that you can do together, rather than working on it separately as well, because that's when you'll start drifting apart, and that's when you'll start realising that he may be looking at other people, or you might end up looking for other people that kind of get where you're coming from. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's true, and we don't want that to happen.
Don't want that. Unless he's a dickhead.
Do you know what the best time, I think, to talk as well about anything to do with sex or anything like that? What? After you've done it.
After?
Because you're in like the real, like, I don't know
all
the technical...
All the serotonin is all over the place. Is it serotonin?
I think there's like 3 different main ones that release, but you're in like your most emotional state after sex, so it's like the best time to talk about it is.
But how do you get into that when you don't want to do it?
That's true.
Maybe go on a date. Maybe relive your first date. Or maybe relive the time where you knew that you fell in love with the person. Just to try and get that,
the emotions,
this spark back in.
Yeah.
Do you know, like this, I want to do this for us because I'm feeling like this. Just talk.
Do you know some people really struggle to talk about sex though? Like they won't just say anything to the partner, they just...
That's crazy.
Like it's a really common thing that they just won't bring anything. Even like minor like things, it just won't.
That's crazy. You can do it. I believe in you.
You can do it.
Talk to your partner.
Can do it. Have you ever cried during sex?
Danielle.
No, I've never cried during sex.
No, not during. Afterwards.
I've cried after sex. I don't know. I think I've googled it a few times because sometimes I get a bit worried. Like, why am I crying? But it's actually a positive thing when you cry after sex. I think it's just like overwhelmed. It's to do with a certain...
I always got scared.
Yeah, and then I was used to be like, oh my god, what have I done? And I'd be like, I don't know why I'm crying. It's just, I just get overwhelmed with how much I love you, how good it was, like, don't know, it's crazy. I used to get embarrassed about it though, because I used to be like, why am I crying?
You used
like,
to turn
I can't
over
stop
and like
it.
not look at me.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, like, why am I crying? But it's not embarrassing, it's just, it's kind of cute now.
Yeah.
Have you ever cried then?
No. I don't think I have.
No.
No, I haven't, I'm afraid. I do still have all the same feelings as Denny, but
my
tears only ever come out when I'm emotional, like sad emotional.
Like sad emotional.
I never happy cry.
No, you do.
I have.
You happy cry.
I do.
You do.
I'm an emotional soul.
You happy cry a lot, to be fair.
Do I?
Like at shows and stuff.
Oh my
like
god,
has anybody...
Oh my god, has anybody ever seen What Would You Do?
No, you say this
that
all
TV
the time.
show, no matter what the clip is, it makes me cry. Because I have so much faith in humanity when I watch it.
Can you watch it on YouTube?
Yeah. I'll have to watch them. I'll have to show you.
Watch it and see if you cry. I have to be it's bad, but I don't let myself cry necessarily.
No, he doesn't
like if I cry, it's the most involuntary and like I know crying is involuntary,
like, you
but
rarely cry at films or anything, like.
I know. If I'm on, I'll cry at Corrie, like, I really will.
Corrie gets me.
Corrie gets me. Do you want to read the next one?
Next question. Something you change about your sex life. Oh, something you change, Denny.
Something you change.
Something you change. This might take a while. It might just sound really cliche, but I wouldn't. There's nothing I would change. The only thing I would change about the sex life part was to be alone more.
Yeah.
That's the only aspect of it that
I agree with that.
That I would change.
Yeah. Because obviously it's like you're limited to one time of day that you can kind of safely do it without worrying about anybody coming in, like respect levels. Like I really respect my parents and anybody who's in the house. Like I just would never want anybody to like
hear it and
like, I mean,
have to feel like they need to leave. Like,
I mean, we're a pretty open family. Like it would never be a problem like that. Like I've never worried about that, but I do have that respect. Like I wouldn't really fancy hearing anybody else, so it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the only
thing I'd change. But then at the same time, it's just the part of life we're in, and it's like,
yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing about our sex I would change.
How do your families feel about you talking about sex on the internet? I genuinely, I actually don't know.
We haven't.
It's not really
spoken about it, have we?
I don't think my family would have any. Like I said, we're really open.
Yeah, and I only speak to about 3 people out of my family anyway, so they don't even know.
Yeah, I just don't think like it would really get brought up. Like I just can't see my mum.
But like, if someone had an issue with that, I would literally be like, why?
I'd be like, but it's like we help people by talking about sex, it makes other people feel more comfortable. Like,
see, it makes us feel more open to talk about it with each other though.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Like we talk like this regardless whether we've got a camera
on or not. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just like we happen to
put
the camera on and make it structured by asking you guys questions, but
yeah.
We talk like this anyway, and I'd talk like this in front of people, like it just doesn't...
If anybody ever asked me a question, I would give advice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, sex and what?
Sex and what?
And what? What's your problem? So yeah, I honestly don't think they'd mind.
No.
Obviously, it'd be different if we were like doing other things.
Yeah, I think that would, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like showcasing what we've got.
Yeah, I think that would. If we're on like embarrassing, what's that TV show where the like thing comes up?
The what?
That TV show where they're like in them like neon things and it like comes
Naked
up.
Attraction.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
But like, if you want to go on that, go you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm saying like go for it, but I feel like my mum possibly would be like, do you think that is a good idea?
Yeah. Well, giving advice on like this stuff, I don't think there's a massive deal about it.
It's all just opinion based, isn't it? It's not like we're like doctors giving therapy to anybody advice, about their sex life. We're just giving our opinion and our experiences.
Exactly.
To open up the convo,
yeah.
Right. This fly is pissing me off. It really is. Right, my boyfriend doesn't want to have sex because he says he's too tired and stressed after work. Should I be worried? Interesting.
He's too tired and stressed after work.
So you give this from a male point of view. You've come in and I'm like in a red lace. And I'm like, hi babe. And you're like, oh, I'm just like so tired. So tired and so stressed. I've had a really stressful day. But then you're doing it again and again and again.
That's going to take its toll, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
That's going to make it,
I would
the
personally
not feel like you want her.
I would start to think, you don't fancy me anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be more than just, it's not just work, it's actually me as well.
Yeah. So do you think he has a problem with her?
See, I get it from one point of if you work in a really stressful environment, like when you're stressed, like stress and sex don't really
they're not
mix
a combo,
together.
Like it's not gonna come up. It's
and like
not,
there is times where it's happened to us where I've come home and I'm stressed to the max.
Yeah.
I've been at work all day and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like you just want to lay and you just want to chill out and like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it becomes more of a regular thing where you just don't want to do it, even when you've got time off, because you don't work 7 days a week, 24/7.
Yeah. Like everyone can be tired and like whatever relationship you're in, anybody can be tired. Like I can imagine if you have kids and stuff and like you're looking after them and then like it's just like no, like not today.
Not today. No.
Whatever the reason, whether you're tired, whether you're stressed, whether you just don't want to do it, like that's totally fine. It's totally
like, I wonder if then at this point it would have to become kind of like a schedule type thing.
I just
couldn't
have scheduled
a lot of pressure
sex
on it. But if it was a case of, right, I still fancy you, I really want to do it with you, but I'm so stressed out with work, like you might just need a day where you're on your own, you do something for the day and not put pressure on the sex part, but just spending time together.
Yeah.
Just so the person
but you think
knows
like
that you
even
want
if you don't get a day together, like a night, but then I'm thinking, what if she's already tried that? What if she's tried like cooking nice food for when he gets in and it's still like... Then I do think there may be a problem, yeah. And again, it's gonna have to be a combo.
Yeah, that's how you resolve it. If you don't have a combo, it's just
because I'm an overthinker. I would like replay this conversation in my head and I'd be like, he's gonna say like, no, it's fine. Like, no, I'm just tired. Like, I'm just.
But you're tired every day.
I've got a hard job. What if you then start an argument? Oh.
Then you're a child.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean? Like,
there's no maturity there if you can't have a conversation, about it. Like if you've got somebody there saying to you, look, I feel like you don't fancy me, I feel like I'm putting effort in, and like
you can still say like, I understand how hard your job is, because I'm assuming you've talked about how stressful his job is. Like you can say to him like,
and it should be just like, what can we do? Like we need like, right, okay, we have 2 hours on Thursday night this week, let's make it really special. And not necessarily schedule the sex part, because that can go downhill if you start scheduling it. Like some people, it's fine for scheduled sex, like it works for them, but for
that's what I meant. Like
it would not work for me. If I woke up on the day and thought
there was like a countdown,
right, tonight is sex night. What if you like didn't actually fancy it that day?
Exactly, like that could happen. But I mean, like schedule it in times of like spending time together, because then
Yeah,
that could
come naturally.
just lead on to it, because
Yeah.
you've spent the time together, you're doing things.
And you'll have the thought in your head, like, fingers crossed this will spark some sparks. And,
Yeah, exactly.
do you know what I mean?
Maybe you schedule a little date night in. Maybe if it's so
Yeah.
stressful, you haven't spent much time together anywhere.
De-stress it.
You've got a night, get the blanket on the settee, put a
Yeah.
movie on, get
Yeah.
some lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
De-stress.
Just-
And
yeah.
then... if he's
Massage.
yeah.
Massage.
That really works.
Get the oils out.
Yeah.
You know,
That can work.
get his little towel around his waist, lay him down, or the other way around, lay her down.
Yeah, love
Like
that.
just spend some quality intimate time together. It doesn't even have to be sex.
Yeah,
Just
no, it
showing
doesn't.
that you care about the other person and doing something that is together.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that could work.
That can be intimate without the sex.
Yeah.
Right, an embarrassing moment during, question mark. Embarrassing moments during sex, like, really crack me up. Like, they're really something special.
We haven't had many,
We
to
are
be fair.
not
considering we live at
embarrassing as
home.
in, like, what would you class as embarrassing during sex? Like farting on each other or something. Like,
have you done that?
No.
What was the other?
so
But it's not embarrassing. It's fucking hilarious.
it is an embarrassing thing, but we don't get embarrassed by it as such. We like more make a joke of it, and it actually turns into like making the time even better. But I don't even know. This wasn't that long ago either. We were getting like in the mood. Yeah, we obviously closed the door and everything, and there was some claws in the doorway. So I was like trying to kick them out the way, and I was like, for God's sake, they wouldn't move. And then
like the door was here.
The door was here.
Up the door, like bent up the door.
They ended up literally swinging around the end of the door. It looked like I was on like a strip pole. Nin's in the bed pissing himself off in. And then what happened? Didn't everything fall off the windowsill or something?
No, that was last time. No, then it was you started doing something. And because we were already in the giggles, you turned round and said,
don't get the giggles, we're fucking pissing ourselves. So I feel like that.
So funny. The only like embarrassing moments is obviously when somebody walks in.
Yeah,
like,
or if you like, you know that weird like what's that thing that you, like a frog in your throat, like that noise where it's like, oh, like, how do you describe that noise? Do you know what I'm on about, guys? Like
where you're opening your mouth and it goes
like it's not a burp, but it's like a noise in your throat.
Yeah.
That has happened, and it makes me laugh, but it's like you know where like you're kissing and you're like like it doesn't like carry on. It's not embarrassing, but it is like it could be if it was your first time.
Yeah,
or, like,
it could put you off if you like.
Or like for example, if Nathan has like fucking Coke cans stacked on the windowsill and they all tumble off.
Yeah, that could be.
On the fucking Christmas tree the other day, jingling at the end of the bed. Wait, did we fall off the bed one time? Did that happen?
What?
Didn't your leg fall off the bed or something?
On holiday.
How do you know the difference between low sex drive and not actually finding someone sexually attractive? That's interesting. I feel like we kind of touched on that.
How do you know the difference between low sex drive and not actually finding someone sexually attractive?
So do you have a low sex drive, or do you
just
actually
not
not
find
just
them attractive?
really like me?
Oh, how do you know the difference?
How do you know the difference? I feel like you'd
that's
be
a
able
hard
to, you'd be able to know the difference based on how, like, flirty you were not in the bedroom. Like,
yeah,
I would
in
know if
everyday
you
life.
found, like, I know you find me really attractive because of everything you do, everything you say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
when
if there
we're
was
not,
no effort put into your everyday life together,
yeah,
then that's how you'd know.
like compliments, like just like things like that.
Yeah, because with a low sex drive, you can still give all the compliments. You can still be flirty. It's just the actual sex part that
it's
you're
not
just
happening.
Not, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That actually.
But there's nothing wrong with a low sex drive. Like it's just what's it called? Libido.
Libido, yeah.
Libido.
Who would you say has a bigger sex drive about me and you? Like, I know it
think
changes on day to day, but averagely, who would you say?
I don't know if I could say, you know. Maybe you slightly more. What are you looking like that
Me
for?
slightly more?
I think so. Why
do
do
you
you
think?
know?
No, I would disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah, I would say you have a higher sex drive than me.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Interesting. For fuck's
Fuck
sake,
off,
get out
man.
the sex talk with you over fucking
Making
hell.
a fucking cameo.
I know, God's sake. Why do you think that?
I don't know. I just think because it changes that much,
yeah,
it's hard to know whose is actually lower or higher.
I know. Okay, last question.
Did we even answer that?
Did we answer that? How do you know the difference? Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, being flirty outside of sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even flirty, like, yeah, a bit flirty, but...
Yeah, just having that sexual chemistry in and out of the bedroom.
Yeah, and
It's
again,
how
a
you know if you find it
conversation,
sexually
like...
attractive.
I would literally just, I would honestly just outright say, like...
Do you not fancy me, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, put it like a spirit... I feel like if you were
would.
like... No, I
You
wouldn't.
would.
If you were like, oh, do you not fancy me? I'd be like, what you?
Yeah, you'd get your back
nasty
up,
for?
wouldn't you? Yeah, that could.
So you've got to
cause
say,
some,
that's
like...
what I'm saying, you've got to say it in like a... Do you stuff like...
Would you do that, or would you make a joke of it?
I don't know, because
See, I think at first I would make a joke of it.
As in
until
how?
it becomes more of an issue.
Right.
Like, I would try and play it off in a relationship as being like, you're not fancying me today. Or like something like jokey. Rather
Because
than...
if you feel like somebody doesn't fancy you, like I can see that being a real, like,
that's not gonna
problem.
give you any
like
confidence,
your
is
confidence.
it, to ever...
I mean, I know you have confidence in yourself, but you can have
in a relationship, you have a confidence.
You can have
in
as
your
much
relationship.
confidence in yourself as you possibly want, but when you're with somebody else, it's still important to have that, like.
It becomes that it's the two of you now. It's not just.
Like obviously,
the
I
one
don't
single
rely
person.
on you for my confidence, but
No.
if I'm like, say if I get ready for the day and yeah, I feel good, and then I'm coming out and you're like, oh my god, you look unreal. I'm like,
It's like,
like yeah, I wasn't like getting ready being like, oh fucking hell, I look so fucking ugly today. And then as soon as you've said it, I'm like, oh, okay, phew.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Then like it's a bit of a problem but that's all to do
true.
with like yourself, love journey and everything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Does that answer?
Makes sense.
I feel like we are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Question.
Last question.
I've been drinking this hot chocolate the whole time. It's not even cold yet.
That's weird. How do you tell someone that they're not doing it right?
Doing it right.
Ooh. Does
So
that
what
mean
is
like
it?
magic
We're
fingers
talking
and
about
sexual
anything?
activity and...
How do you tell someone they're not doing it right?
Personally, right, I don't think you should outright say that's not right.
Right.
I think it should become a thing where it's like you're in the moment, things are happening, and if you feel like it's like, oh, that doesn't really feel right, position yourself.
Yeah.
So then the person that's doing something to you can kind of feel your body language and be like, all right, so you like this better.
I feel like sometimes you literally just need to get the person's hand, get the person's whatever we're talking about, whatever's going on, and you put it where you want it, how you want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just never gonna get anywhere. Like it's just gonna keep happening.
You don't want to do it, and then every time you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it wrong again.
I know. Oh, here we go again.
Because that's gonna stop you wanting to do stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, just take the hand.
Just literally.
Or whatever they're using. And just position it. Penis, dildo, anything. You know what I mean? Vibrate.
That's what I'm saying. The vibrate, whatever you're using, if you're not enjoying whatever the person's doing, you just don't literally go, oh, you're not doing that right.
Do it like this.
Yeah, because then I'd be like, whoa. Like,
alright, I was enjoying that.
You'd get your back up, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, well, I'm not doing it right.
Yeah, because then that'd put you
as much as that's not exactly the most mature thing to do, I feel like it would be inevitable. I'd be like, oh, well... Like your confidence would just go woo.
Yeah.
Don't stop looking
They
at
fly, man.
It just wants to be in the video with us. Did we answer that question?
So how to tell somebody you're not doing it right? Yeah, just do it for them.
Other than that, if you're not confident enough to do it for them. But could I have a conversation like after and be like, oh, I didn't really like what I did.
But if you're not liking it during it, you're not gonna stay wet, are you? You're not gonna stay enjoying it. So the partner will know eventually, like, oh, something's not right here. Yeah. Rather than forcing something in. Yeah. And it'll be painful, and it'll be like, this is not. So then that might then become a thing of like, right, we need to stop. Yeah. Because it's not. I'm not comfortable.
You're out the mood, like it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
And
you don't want that.
There's nothing wrong with being told what to do, though.
No, but like you said, like we said at the start, it brings more confidence when you know what you're doing is working, or is right, or is the other person's loving it.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just talk about it. That's all it comes down to.
Talking.
Just communicate with your partner.
Talking.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's PG. Nathan just said the most inappropriate comment.
It's sex talk. This is rated 18 plus. Mature audiences only.
No, I think it's important for younger people to know about
but
sex.
mature younger people. You have to be mature. You can't be
Oh, I got a shiver.
fucking.
You can't be.
You can't be a young kid who's watching this going like, yeah, sex. Like, you have to be mature. I'm not saying you have to be 18. I'm just saying you have to be mature enough to understand it and talk about things like this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's for mature audiences.
Mature. Mature cheddar.
You could be a 15-year-old being the most mature person in the world.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just be mature. Be safe. Be sensible.
Be safe, be
Obviously.
sensible. Good
You know what I mean?
advice, man.
Right, that's what it comes down
Be
to.
safe, be sensible, communicate, and have a good time.
Well, that was another episode of TikTok.
You're
That was
alright.
another episode of
Alright,
Sex Talk.
TikTok
Done. Yeah,
addicts.
no friggin' hell.
You sound like you're on a game show. That was another episode of Sex Talk with
Thank
Nathan
you
and
for
Danielle.
joining us today. If you've got any more questions, call in on 0800 Sex Life. Sex
To
Life.
another competition to win a Gonk mug.
Don't people think you can win it? Can't win that.
You can't win, it's mine, guys. Sorry. It's
Yeah.
$3.99 from the range if you want it though.
Yeah, go and grab yourself one.
Right, okay, we're gonna go.
We are. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up.
And a like.
And don't forget to subscribe because it makes us so happy. And
does.
if you want to see another part 4 of Sex Talk, let us know. Leave some comments. Message Danielle on Instagram because I don't use Instagram properly.
He doesn't.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next video.
Pizza.
You're lighting up the way, I can see the road.